Today I'm demonstrating the Business Story 7.5 features. So let's get started. The first feature is introducing the resolution tree chart as a visualization component. Second feature is providing an option to personalize the data store with time to live for optimizing the unnecessary data storage issues. Third feature is providing nested object support for dimensions and measures. Fourth feature is introduce insights with the ability to add inference messages to widgets or charts. So let's start with the first feature, that is resolution tree chart. This is the new feature of Business Story. Is dissolution tree chart is a new chart in 7.5. The dissolution chart in BDB lets you visualize data across multiple dimensions. It aggregates data and enable drilling down into your dimensions in any order. This chart is valuable for ad hoc exploration and conducting root cause analysis. What does the resolution means to us? Is decomposition. So how the chart or how the data is decomposed and how the data is analyzed when the data is having multiple levels of it. So we are supporting till 5 dimensions, and it has to start with a measure, and then with the 5 dimension we can just decompose and we can just analyze the data with this. Now we just drag and drop USD billing as a measure, on which we want to perform decomposition now as a team, skills, designation, name, referral of. So USD billing is decomposed into the teams, and team is decomposed into the skills, and skills is decomposed into the designation, and the designation is decomposed into the name, and the name is decomposed for the referral of. So this is the dissolution tree chart. It is started with the measure, and with the 5 dimension, we can analyze the data, we can decompose it, and we have, if we want your data in percentage, we can get the data in percentage. You can see here, it's 100% of USD billing. The team is divided with 100% as subdivision are there. And if you add all of them, make it as a 100%. We have other option as well. Font style, font weight, we can make them normal, bold, font size. We have a color option, font color option, primary value. We can change the format type. We can change the currency type. In insights, we can write any text, any inference messages. We can text align. We can change the position of the insights and save it for the future. This is all about dissolution tree chart. Now we have a second feature of Business Story in 7.5.0. Provide an option to personalize data store time to live for optimizing the unnecessary data storage issues, for which we need to create a new data store, for which we will search new data connector. We will find a create option. When we click on that, we will find two option, new data set, new data store. We need to create a new data store. We will click on that, where we need to put query. Whenever we create any data store, we will have two option, enable the scheduler, or another, we are not enable the scheduler. In enable the scheduler, the data will always refresh at a certain time and it will always keep in memory. In case we are not enable the scheduler, what will happen? We just proceed with the filter, like in data type definition, we have it is divided into dimensions, measures, and time. Next, we have a hierarchy definition. Next, we have a batch query. Next, data restriction. Now your data store has been created successfully. Now we have to create a new business story for which we have to go to home page. Now we will create a new business story. Time to live. We will save it and the new business story will automatically create. Now we will select a data store which we have created. You will find a option here. It's a create instance. First of all, time to live. This is a number of days, have maximum limit of 30 days. If you provide above, then it will throw you an error. The supported limit for the time to live field is 1 to 30 days. So maximum time limit is 30 days, for which you can keep your data in the memory. This is the parameter for which we have given over there. We are just putting the team BU10 and time to live for 10 days. We will click on refresh button. This will create a data store instance. Now the data will be kept in memory for 10 days. After 10 days, data will be automatically removed. So we will search data store name with time to live. We have three options. Update instance, we can change the days if you require. We can see the design and we will search. There's a search option. If you want to search anything, you can search here. Now we want to look the design. So now just drag and drop. Now we will get the details. It is all about the business story of the second feature. Thank Let's we have another feature of business story in 7.5.0, providing nested object support for measures and dimensions. What do we understand the word nested objects? The nested objects means if we have any data which is inside another data component. Suppose the data is having parent-child relationship. We can see here in alert, we inside this alert option, we have three things: alert label dot min threshold, alert label dot alert threshold, alert label dot max threshold. In details, we have details machine ID, details machine name, details unit ID, details plant name, details unit name. In sensor data, we have sensor metadata, sensor ID, sensor metadata type. So we just drag and drop and then we can get the details. Similarly, if the data is having nested object with parent-child relationship, that also we are started supporting in 7.5.0. This is all about the nested object support. This is a fourth feature of business story in 7.5.0. Introduce insights with the ability to add inference messages to widgets and charts. With the help of insights feature, we can highlight the charts. So for that, we are taking one chart. It's a mixed chart. In properties, we have an option of insights. We just write mixed chart, and we have an option here like text align like left, right, center, where you want to put the text. So we are putting the text in the left side. So now you are able to see the mixed chart. It is at the bottom of at the left hand side. We want to change, if we want to change the position, we can change it at right. So now you are able to see it is showing to us and a right on a right panel. This is all about the fourth feature of business story. Thank you.